The door is open, so come on in. Sound check done, let's begin. Breaking news, the guest is you. Streaming live for you to view. Open House the podcast. Open House the podcast. Ooh.
I am Johnny Awesome, and you are on Open House the podcast. My co-host, as always, she is absolutely something. It is Summer something, everybody.
Hello.
We are glad to be here. I know one of these buttons does. That wasn't it, but that's a fun button anyway. We are broadcasting live from CreatorCon. Not only are we broadcasting live from CreatorCon, but we have done it, Summer.
We've done
We
it.
are launching live right now from CreatorCon 2024 here in Detroit. Super excited to be here. We have been working. Actually, it seems like forever
It seems like longer, but has it only been a month?
and no time all at the same time, hasn't it?
It's been maybe a month and a half, but it feels like 5, maybe.
That's super crazy. It has been a long time coming for those of you that have been watching the little pre-clips and the releases and all the things that we have going on. There's no better place, and I told Robert Courtney this, I believe, to launch a podcast than to do it straight from CreatorCon. Of
Literally
course,
right from CreatorCon.
oh my gosh, the whole event is designed for people to understand what it means to be a creator.
Yes.
So why not launch a podcast from
It's
here?
the perfect place to do it from, Johnny.
And as you guys can see behind us, we got all the lights going. You are going to see a lot of different things happening. People will be moving in and out. You'll probably hear sounds back there. You'll see the background changing. Lights will be flashing because this is a moving, grooving event that is happening right now. And I was telling Summer, the thing that I love about CreatorCon and the challenge to us, and we would love your help on this, is that CreatorCon is going to be our measuring stick.
Yeah.
So every year, we're coming back, and the goal is to come back bigger and better than we did before.
Yeah. No, I think it's awesome. One day every year to come back and to see your growth.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And not only our growth, but the growth with the people that have followed us as well, because, that's the one thing that we see a lot of these shows, and they get launched all the time, and they're just talking head shows,
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Careful. It is.
I don't want to be the boring podcast. I don't think we will be.
Well, not only that, but the whole idea behind Open House the podcast, and of course, as the creator of Free for All Friday and stuff like that as well, it was always my biggest goal is to get people and bring other people and their stories, their success, and their interactions in as well.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're going to be doing with this podcast. This podcast isn't just us, it's all about you and pulling success through everyday stories from the everyday person.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, because this is our launch and it's a big deal, and we have it premiering live as well, and then all the different, if you go to openhouse.fm, you'll see all the different places that we're going to be streaming to. As we launch this, we came up with this really unique idea, and because we're running on limited time today, because let me tell you, setting stuff up was crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the marketing even got out for this whole crazy pie thing.
Probably not, but there's going to be a happy surprise, I think, for the viewers.
Should it be at the end? You see this pie sitting in front of us. Maybe you don't because it's a little bit lower. And as the longer that we go, the lower that pie is getting too, because that
pie.
it is settling right now. Yeah, pick that up and show it.
There's a story behind this.
Behind this one in particular?
Yes.
Look how that doesn't. Oh no, this isn't working well.
I can't show you because it's a bit fluid.
It has turned into water. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
So are you going to explain what's happening?
Well, you know what I just realized. So okay. One of our pre-episodes, so we've been filming a bunch of pre-episodes, getting everything ready, making sure that we documented the entire process along the way. And during one of these pre-episodes, Summer, I don't even know why you did this.
So we talked slightly off camera about this.
Yeah.
So go ahead with what you were about to say.
You say what you said, because you said it. And it's
from my point of view,
Yeah.
pies were brought up and eating
Hold
pies
on.
were brought up.
Now I don't know about that, and we'll have the video to go back to be certain.
There's video proof.
I'm pretty sure that nothing was talked about pies, and out of nowhere you're just
No.
like, just to let you know.
No. So something happened. I don't recall exactly
Yeah.
word for word, but Johnny said something about eating a pie fast. Or
Yeah?
I did. It was brought up about eating pie, and I challenged Johnny to a pie eating contest because I can eat a pie.
Well, here's the crazy part. And again, it's funny because now we haven't seen it.
He has a completely different point of view of
100% I
the
have a completely different point of
conversation we
view.
had.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we really don't know.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I have no idea. The only thing that I remember is talking to you after the words and you telling me, however we position this. In fact, we'll show the clip. I'm going to re-upload this clip right to the site.
Yeah.
However this came about, we were talking. You challenged me, but you made it sound as though like you're the like state fair pie eating queen contest winner.
So when you mentioned casually, well, I've never done this before. I've never
I
done a
haven't.
pie eating. And I looked at you and I said, me neither.
Yeah. I
And
was.
you were totally
I
surprised.
was like, why would you?
So there was a miscommunication
I don't know.
somewhere that you thought I've done this.
And the miscommunications start already.
I haven't done it, but we're both about to do it.
Yeah, it's about to be a thing
Or
that
are we?
happens. Well, we'll see. Because the other thing I just realized that we forgot as well is we forgot towels. Unless you got some on you. Do you have some in your big magical bag purse there?
No.
All right, cool. So that's going to be a thing to figure out. So we will have to do that. We're going to have to run out and grab some.
We are going to have to,
And then we'll fill that air in. But a little bit about this, a little bit about what we have going, and it's what do you think? Let me ask you a question. And what's great is we've actually documented the start of all this, what it looks like going from the beginning, to CreatorCon, which is the real beginning. It took a lot longer for us to start than what we thought we were gonna. I went from launching a podcast and literally with no idea how to do it, and this time around I said, all right, I'm going to fix all the mistakes I've done with the past podcast, and I'm going to actually write an entire. We had like a 10-page document about how this podcast was going to
we
run.
really did.
And then we went month after month after month, and then we're like, all right. And luckily, CreatorCon, it was just a beautiful mix to be able to say, hey, this is where we're going to launch it, and this is what it's going to look like.
Right.
And so, I think the biggest mistake this time around was we waited. I won't say we waited too long because the opportunity showed up, but it is interesting how much behind-the-scenes back-end footage we currently have.
Yeah.
What-
I mean, setting up a podcast and getting ready for the podcast, it's a bit more.
What do you think? Tell me.
It's a lot more work than just setting up your phone and creating a video. I'm more familiar with TikTok, Just create a quick little reel. It's not that easy.
Yeah, no, because you're going from 30 seconds to an hour or more.
Nicer equipment, learning
Yeah.
the things. Thank God you know how to work.
Yeah.
If it was just me.
Well, let me ask you a question because I've never asked you this before, so I am curious. This is a great place to ask. What has been like the moment where you're like, man, this is. Let me ask you a question. Be honest with this. We didn't talk about anything that we're gonna announce from this launch. Did you ever have doubts that this was actually going to launch?
Actually, no.
Okay.
I didn't have doubts that it would launch. I
Yeah.
know you
Yeah,
very
yeah.
well.
Okay.
And I know when you set your mind to something and you make these amazing plans,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. Now, did I feel like I said yes very fast?
So you knew it was going to happen. So
I knew fully what was gonna happen.
Was there a point in time when you're like, maybe I should just say no?
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Really?
Yes.
When was this?
I know,
like
I actually
on the way
haven't
over
told
here?
you about it.
Tell
No.
me. Well, now's the
No,
time.
it's
Tell me.
happened. I mean, right before it. So it's easy that you bring an idea.
Yeah.
And you make it sound so great. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, yeah, I'm totally interested.
Yeah.
But then I kept thinking, did I just say yeah without fully thinking through
Yeah.
what I'm going to be doing? And I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Perfect.
But you know what? I'm taking it as a thing, right? That sometimes you just jump into something
Yeah.
and you don't know where the heck it's going to go, but you know that it could only bring something better.
Yeah.
So what's the worst thing that could happen?
What did you think the worst thing that could happen would be?
Me freezing up on camera.
Okay.
I
So
think that's the worst thing is just being on camera. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's
Well,
different.
forget about the camera. It's not
Well,
even
that's what
there.
I
It's
mean.
just
So
when
when I'm
here,
with you
yeah.
and we've been doing our little, we've been at it for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
When I'm with you, it's easy peasy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's great. And that's and that's in my idea. And look, there's different podcasts for different reasons, but that's always what I really wanted. Like, have a conversation, invite everybody else in around the table to have a
Yeah,
conversation as well,
yeah.
and let's just all share together.
yeah, and like, of course it can give you nerves.
Were you ever going to cancel on me?
I wasn't gonna cancel it. I've thought about it.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna
What were you thinking?
physically
Like,
do it.
did you like have an idea how you're gonna? Were you just going to call me and tell me that you were sick?
No, I would have to just be honest at that point.
Yeah.
It's not like you can make up family emergency or
I
something.
don't know. I'm
came up.
sure that you could.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But-
actually, you did. you gypped me on Oktoberfest,
No, that one was serious.
and
though.
it
I
was
couldn't-
real. So
yeah,
I'm not
that
okay.
one was real.
I'm going to share something with you. All right.
What?
I thought that the Oktoberfest and everything leading up to that, and then when I thought that was the beginning to the end.
You thought I got psyched out?
I thought you got psyched out, and that
No.
was how you were like, and then that was gonna just
Oh
kind of
my gosh,
unravel from
no,
there.
No,
I was super because it's super weird that
yeah.
you just out of
I
nowhere.
would have been straight up and
Yeah.
said, Johnny, I'm too scared. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do this.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't.
To which I would have said, it's all right. You'll do it.
And
It'll
I
be
feel
good.
like I have said
I think
that
that
already.
actually is how it happened. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we've had this conversation.
We did for episode number 1. Yeah, or the
Nope.
pre-episode.
Like
one.
I said, jumping right into it.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, now
You
we're
get
here-
pied in the face.
And now we're here at CreatorCon, and so
Yeah, no, it's so
and
exciting.
this is your first time. Now, you're at an event like this with
Yeah.
passes and
CreatorCon,
yeah,
it's almost
yeah.
like a imposter syndrome. You know
You
what
feel
I mean?
that? Yeah.
Yeah, because
you don't have to though.
What am I doing
She's
here?
a star, isn't she, guys? She's a star. You got it. You know that. Like you went and told people you started a podcast. They don't even care about me. I'm
Oh,
just
I do. I tell everybody.
I'm just the tech guy.
Everybody watching knows. I've told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is,
yeah.
and that's why they watch. I got news for you. There was,
Thanks for being our viewers.
yeah. So what? Let me ask you this then. Like what? So I don't know if this happened to you, but there was a lag there. You know, like one of the things that happened. I think maybe the last one that we got together for. I start getting that feeling back again where I'm like, man, I love Friday. Like I'm getting excited for Friday again.
Yeah.
Just because boom, we get to start the morning, we
Yep.
get to have a podcast, we get to talk to people.
Yep.
Like, has that happened for you yet? Like, are you now excited to Friday
No,
comes?
I actually am. So every Thursday night, I get a tiny bit of anxiety about it.
Yeah.
But it's like it keeps getting smaller and smaller
Yeah.
because I'm not so worried anymore.
Yep.
I get so excited. It's usually Thursday nights that I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, tomorrow morning I'm doing a podcast.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
hits me, you know?
Yeah.
So I can't wait to go to bed and wake up and meet you.
It's hard because, like last night, getting ready for CreatorCon, so many ideas right at the last minute, and then you're like,
Yeah.
and then you're trying to put it all together, and before you know it, it's 3:00 in the morning, and you've got an event all day today.
Yeah.
And we're going to be out here all day today,
I
and then all
know.
night tonight,
I know.
and then I got to be up at 6 in the morning tomorrow. It's crazy.
I don't have to be up at 6 a.m. So
All right, so here's what we need to do. So there's a couple different things. Today we're launching. It's a lot of fun. We had this pie challenge. I don't know how Summer came up with this. And then we decided. I think we were actually out to lunch and we came up with this idea, but we never actually fully announced it. Where I said, "Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make." I cheated, and I know you already know this. They don't know this yet, but I cheated. I did cheat. Because I said, I'm going to make your pie, and you're going to make my pie.
yeah, so that was the first thing I found out was that you cheated.
Yeah, yeah.
Except I didn't make your pie.
You didn't either?
No.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I
We both cheated.
yeah.
Wait, did you buy it? I don't know what you're. So on the table right now.
He has no idea.
You and neither do you.
I have no
You got a
idea.
hint, but you still don't know.
I have a hint. Yeah.
Yeah. So on the table right now, you might not be able to see this. I know you can see it from that camera right there. I have a Nards bag that has your pie in it. You have this super sparkly bag right here that has my pie in it. And this is all. I'm not going to lie. I'm super nervous about this segment. Only because
So am I.
We are in a room full of people with CreatorCon behind us right now. And
Also, how are we eating the pie?
so, okay, this is crazy to me. So we were talking about this a little bit before time. So we're talking about a pie eating contest. Summer's never done this before. I've seen him on TV. But on a pie eating contest, you don't have utensils. You just shove your face into the pie. Because at the end, the loser at the end gets a pie in the face anyway. And Summer says,
But the point of the consequence of
Yeah.
getting the pie in the face,
yeah,
you are now suffered with the consequence of a dirty face.
right. But you're right.
I know.
I didn't think about this. But also, I feel like, and then you've got all that makeup on. Dude, I feel like you're going to be eating Mary Kay or
Okay,
whatever.
first of all, it's not all that makeup on.
I didn't mean it to sound. This is okay. This is the hard part of having a female co-host.
It might
I didn't
sound
mean all that
like
makeup.
Urban Decay. I don't know about Mary Kay.
Okay, Urban Decay, whatever. I knew it. I can't remember. It's it's a thing. I don't.
It is a thing. The ladies will know.
Your hair looks good.
It does.
Then that's all you have to do to get yourself right back on track.
Don't want pie in the hair either, right?
I didn't think about that either.
We didn't think about
We
much.
did not think this
We
through.
just
Wow.
fully send.
Yeah, full send. That's
Yeah.
it. So you brought a pie. It's a surprise. It's in there. I've got my pie. It's a surprise. Now what we have to do. So this is what we are going to have to do. This is where this is going to get crazy. We have to. I brought these cloths here, and we have to. Actually, what I'm going to do, run and see. Like run downstairs to that guy downstairs, and see if you ask him if he has like a shop towel or something. Just let him know we're about ready to do something crazy, and we need a towel. Ask him if it's okay if we bring it back, and it will have pie on it. See if he'll give that to you.
Okay.
And I'll work through what we're doing.
Okay, I will be back.
All right, like as fast as humanly possible. All right. While Summer is gone, here's and this is the first time I've actually been nervous pulling anything like this off at anything, because the biggest thing that we don't want to do is I don't want Robert to tell me that I can't. No, you can't push that open. Summer there. I don't want to make it too big of a mess for Robert and then come back next year and be like, bro. So we have these really long paint or whatever this is that we're going to be putting all over the table and the floor to make sure. Wow, this is crazy long. To make sure that we don't make too big of a mess. So I'm going to get that set up. We did not think this through well at all. Summer is on her way right now to go grab a towel, and then we are going to commence this pie eating contest. You know what would be great? I'd love to know, before you guys see this and see who wins this, who do you think is going to win this pie eating contest? I'd be interested in knowing what you guys think is about to happen. I think that would be a great thing. I've also never used this before, so this is going to be really interesting to see how all this pans out. So this will be a good time. This will be something very interesting. All right, and I'll cue this part up. I might need help with this. All right, cool. So we got, how much time do we got here? Because we're
Wow.
I know it flies, doesn't it?
13 minutes.
All right, cool. So we got just enough time. The question is, can you eat a pie in 13 minutes?
I don't know.
Did you say no? Look how scared
I know.
you are. Oh my goodness. Your face right now, I finally got you terrified again.
I am.
You are terrified.
What if neither
Don't forget to eat the mic. Yeah.
Are we
Oh, we're on.
recording?
Of course we're rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if neither of us can finish in 13 minutes?
Well, then this is going to turn into a very interesting episode, isn't it?
Oh, brother.
All right, grab this. Don't forget we're on. I'm going to. So this is okay. I'm going to let you know right now. This is about to be mass chaos because we have to move, put down, move, sit down, do it, move, go.
Okay.
All right, so this will be the first time that you have seen. Now, I will say, I'm just going to hold this because I feel more comfortable when I eat the mic. Too bad I couldn't just attach this to this bracket here. But I will tell you, it's interesting because you had no idea what I was bringing into this.
No.
And you were scared.
I still am a little scared, but
All right.
not as scared because I got a little bit of a hint about
Yes.
it. But he doesn't know about mine at all.
I don't. All right,
So
you
what are we
ready?
gonna tell each other?
So it's funny because I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm about to throw a trash bag on my co-host. This is an interesting day in the podcasting world. I'll let you throw some. What are we doing?
I don't know. Just
What is
literally
this?
no armholes, just the head.
Yeah.
That is wild.
I mean, you can put your arms up and through there too, but I don't want any of my stuff to get done. All right, you ready?
Oh. Oh.
I just realized I needed to buy my trash bags at the Big and Tall store because this isn't going to fit me. This is what is the
You're so lucky. I love and trust you. Johnny's trash bag doesn't fit.
I forgot I bought my trash bag at Walmart instead of the Big and Tall, and now
Maybe this means we gotta do it later.
oh no, it's all set up. This is happening now. All right, here we go. I will. There. I think this will. You know what? You know what? It is what it is. I'll be at the annex tonight with pie all over me, and it'll be all right. You just. All right. Let's reveal. Is that yours right there? You put a cloth on it? Oh, that's so nice of you.
Ready for the reveal?
All right, let's reveal it. What do you got there?
Okay. I chose
Oh my gosh.
a pecan pie.
Look at the size of that.
So
Oh, I'm going to be so sick.
reasoning is it's just a thick pie.
Yeah.
I don't want his stomach to hurt or anything, but I wanted it to be a bit difficult to get it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I felt like that was my only chance
How
to
nice.
win.
All right. You ready?
So what do I got?
All right, here we go. I love the suspense in the background as we build this up. So you actually have 4 different choices of premium homemade. By the way, big shout out to Brittany for making these for me. I contacted her, and I told you this down outside. I would never do anything.
I feel like a very mean person.
As you're sitting here in a trash bag, I would like to reiterate what I told you off air. I would never do anything to make you look bad.
I'm a giant
Sure,
sitting piece of trash
so,
right now.
what are you thinking? Cherry, or
Yeah, whatever
all right.
you want to give me.
Here you go.
Wow.
There it is.
And I only have to eat one.
Yep.
Do you just
So there's
want to
your
match
pie.
up with me and eat one with me?
No, well, I'm sure I'll have one of these later, but there's yours. Co-host of the
But
most.
I do know it has some interesting. What's the interesting ingredient here?
Deliciousness.
She said there was some ingredient.
Well, that's because she realized she screwed the pooch because I told her not to tell you that this was
Oh.
You know, I told her. I said, do not let her know.
So she screwed the pooch. Okay.
She screwed the pooch on it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But it is what it is.
It
So,
sure
So let's
is.
just, you know what's funny about this? This is what's funny. Let's just show this side by side. These pies, I think, represent the show right here. So here's Johnny.
And here's some.
That is so funny.
Little some.
All right, you ready for the countdown? You know you're just gonna win. I'm just gonna take a bite of this, but you got to finish it.
Okay.
All right.
I can't use my hand.
And then here's what we're gonna put out. If you think you could join us, we'll do this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna randomly select somebody that likes this episode.
Any one of you who really likes
We're
this
gonna bring you
episode,
on, and we'll do a full-on true pie eating contest.
We'll do the whole
Even
thing.
though I really did think this was gonna be a full-on true pie eating contest.
I did too.
But
That's
now
why
I'm
I brought
realizing
pecan pie. That's
that
full.
is not happening. All right, you ready? So here's your pie. And I just realized I am gonna just pull this out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Definitely tastes pecan. You didn't even take yours out of there. You are making more of a mess than I am.
I know.
You didn't even take them out of there yet. Robert, you want some pie?
It doesn't come out.
Is it 3 o'clock now? Robert's telling us it's 3 o'clock now.
3 o'clock.
Is it really 3? Damn, that is perfect. We're gonna have to cut this, which is perfect because this is gonna be a to be continued. And I can't think of a better way to do this than to be continued. You're already halfway done. This is like the election. Like it's already in the
I
bag.
think I won.
And I'm on the losing side.
Just take one more bite for good
Oh
measure.
man. Well, guys, like Robert said, we're getting kicked. It's time for us to run.
Shut the
CreatorCon's
lights.
about ready to get up and running. Registration is going to start coming through. I'm trying to talk with my mouth open.
It's okay.
I'm not going to lie, though.
We're going to close the door.
I was starving, and I'm going to go back to our spot in CreatorCon and finish my
finish
pie because this is delicious. I'm so thankful for this. We're going to head back. We still got this thing to do. We're going to have to do that off-site we're going to head out of here, CreatorCon. It is absolutely time to lock the doors. But instead of turning the lights off, we're turning them on because CreatorCon is going to be starting. If you guys are anywhere in the area, make sure you come out here. If you've never been before, that's one of the absolute best things that you can do inside of Detroit. Make sure you get out to CreatorCon 2025 because I can tell you from this room right now, every single year, Robert makes it bigger and better, and his team does a fantastic job making this a true event. And I've been told, I don't know where's Robert, if he can hear me, I've been told that next year they're going to have pyro.
Yes.
That's what I've been told. Now you guys all, oh, there he is. So now you guys all know. Pyro next year, guaranteed, at CreatorCon 2025.
Woo!